my energy, my time to shine. This fuel is mine. You've done the fight for your goals. 500, so just feel less. Strap up your boots, you're the best. Head of the line, with you this time. Like counting on new legacy. Mascot, you and me, one community. So let the games begin. Let the love keep blowing. Time to have fun. Calmness gone down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No retreat, no surrender. You have to be a winner. Calmness gone down. Time to have fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, oh. Yeah, oh. Yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Calmness gone down. Time to have fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Calmness gone down. Time to have fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Calmness gone down. Time to have fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Calmness gone down. Time to have fun. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. After the training and drill, then comes the talent and skill. This thing for real, out on the field. It's offense or defense. Who is gonna be the champion when we reach down to final? Who is gonna win this trophy? Who is gonna raise the banners? Come set the legacy, calling out all the masters from all communities. Walk with all your supporters, legacy. Masters, you and me, one community. So let the games begin. Let the love you move. Impossible boy. Fire, 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 fire. No retreat, no surrender. Have to be a winner. Time to go down, time to have fun. Oh yeah,
Yes, thank you very much, thank you very much. I've got Mr. George here with me, and just tell us, I mean, he's one of he's the main organizer of the event. What are you looking forward to today as we get ready for the opening? What are you looking forward for today? What are you looking forward for?
Well then,
What are you looking forward for today?
I must say, more people. We have more teams coming to the tournament, so we're looking for more participation, more support, especially from the wider Trinidad and Tobago, not only central Trinidad and Tobago.
What makes this tournament so important to feel to the people, not only of Chaguanas but of Trinidad and Tobago?
Our first intent is really community, having events like this to allow the residents to come and support, have fun, to come and have a social event like this. That is the first thing. And then we spread out to other parts of Trinidad, because we have people coming from as far as Siparia, Point Fortin, Arima, Grande, Rio Claro, you name it. Yeah.
From your perspective, what you're expecting this year different to previous years?
Well, for one, we have more teams already,
yes,
so we started with that. We're looking for support, and we hope after the tournament, because we want to get this on a bigger stage. To get this on a bigger stage, we need better facility, better playing surface, better lighting. So we hope with this promotion we could get the assistance from the central government to support this tournament going forward.
And when you look at the crowd that is growing, you know, trying to bigger people, I say this with the East, have a tendency to come late to everything, obviously, right? So when you look at the crowd growing now, what are your thoughts?
I know eventually we would have a great turnout. I am surprised that the stand's not filled as yet, but I know we should have in excess of 800 plus tonight. That is the expectation, basically, yes.
And who are the teams people can look forward to, and tell us when the matches are being played, so people who are listening can come down and attend?
Okay, so most of the main teams come from the east-west corridor. We have Casamigos have a class ex-national players. We have Defense Force, who also have some ex-national players as well. We have a team over 50 elite maracas, which also have some so most of the teams with the ex-national players, we will expect good performance from them. So that is the expectation. Those are the teams you could look out for, right? So you look at the likes of Defense Force, Casamigos, Elite Maracas. We have the over 60s East sweaters like Emil Morris, Ellis Morris, the brothers. Yes, so those are the teams basically.
All right, we're getting ready obviously for the start of the event. The music has died down a little bit, so we're expecting a really tremendous event here down there at Edinburgh 500. And so George will keep me company as we go through a lot of this. I expect to be joined a little bit later on by other persons as well, and we'll get more information obviously as time goes on and be able to give all of that to you. But there's a lot expected. There's a full program of events listed here for all of us, and we just solely waiting on the start-up time from around this. But more and more persons, Mr. George, and the crowd is indeed growing.
Yes, it is.
From your perspective as well, looking at I know I should tell people as well, there are a number of places where they can actually buy things and eat, and tell us about that as well, because I know there are some stations.
So we have a food court with about 14 different vendors. So we look at different type of foods. Right, we have a bar as well, so we ask patrons to support, and we look at different type of foods. We have hot dogs, we have chicken and fries, and whatever, various type of foods. Yes, we can look forward.
All right,
and
so the
support
music continues to pick up. We expected obviously an opening organized by Kirk Langton. It's a very massive opening. It's supposed to be coming up very shortly. All right.
Is very health conscious and known for healthy living. Here we see Edinburghians participating in some healthy exercise. Let's watch as the E500 dancers go through some warm-up exercises.
So of course, what's going on right now is some exercises. That's what you're going to be seeing on your screen, some exercises. And certainly it should be interesting to see a number of young persons all in white jumping from side to side. So that's making him, all this is part of the opening ceremony organized by Kirk Langton and his team, a well-known former St. Mary's College student. Very much into this. He's part of the arts part of this organization, arts and sports here of E500. So there they are. So they're doing some exercises, and they've been put through their paces, and now they're doing it quite well. A couple of them are just all over. Well, anyway, they're enjoying themselves. They're youngsters. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the formation that they would want to seek. So now we're watching some of them doing some hand jumps. Some are doing some stretches. They're doing various things. Mr. George, you could do those things still?
Yes.
Very slow, Andrew.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go backstage side.
Sports and Arts Society decided to adopt the Legacy Masters Invitational Tournament. Here are the 2026 teams.
Teams to come forward very shortly. We'll see all the teams come forward with their banners. I know they had organized when everybody was there, but there's a lot of noise around us, of course, so that's why sometimes they're just taking a little bit longer than normal. But they're going to come forward, all of the teams slowly coming forward. Meanwhile, the exercises continue, and they are really doing it. Good thing they're young, so because this has been going on a good 5-10 minutes. Those of you listening outside, and now they get the music for it. Yes. So the teams coming forward very shortly. A number of teams taking part here in this.
Remember our anthem, Andre? We have our anthem, yes.
Yeah,
that's in the background.
Yeah.
So we have representatives from the various youth groups. We have the Netball Academy. So those young ladies you see outside there, they are basically from the Netball Academy. We also have represented with us here this afternoon persons from the Football Academy. So we have representatives from both the Netball and the Football Academy here this afternoon.
Excellent.
Young people.
Good.
And we are pleased to have them as part of the ceremony, the opening ceremony. So as you see, they're going through some stretches, just showing the basic stretch and warm-up routine. So it's a warm-up routine basically.
Each of them doing and each section of them doing a different routine quite clearly.
Yes,
Right?
definitely yes.
But now that they've explained that they're from netball and football, I can understand why they're doing it at least.
Yes.
I understand the process.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we see the team flags being assembled to the back of us. So very shortly the teams will be out. With
Oh yes.
so something to look forward to, people of Trinidad and Tobago.
This is a nice scene, a nice demonstration coming here. The intent is to promote all the teams, right? And the audience, they would get to see all teams partaking in the competition this year.
All the flags are
All the teams partaking in the competition. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So very shortly I'll be able to tell you as they come out one by one. So they're going to come in. When they come in front of us, I'm going to read out the teams. They may not be in the order out there, but I'm going to read them out. We have the Defense Force past players, the reigning champions of 2025 Masters. We have La Hawkett United, TNT Regulars Masters. We have Casamigos Football Club, San Fernando Park Boys, Central Masters Football Club, Sunday Morning Crew. That is the team of Coach Atley.
Yes, it is.
Belmont United Stars. We have St. Francois National Masters. We have World Team International. We have Santos Maracas Sweaters. We have Gustin is Love. We have Caledonia Masters. We have Nice Vibes Football Club. Maracas Elite. Tagariga All Stars. Positive Vibes Football Club. Golatos North Masters Football Club. Graduate FC, and last but not least, TNT Sweaters. A full list.
Correct, Andre. Yes. 26 teams in the competition this year. 14 over 40, 6 over 50, and 6 over 60 teams taking part in the competition this year. Yes.
And here they are, and people, you are missing a treat here right now. There are youngsters coming out all in white.
Oh yes.
All in white. From all around them, and they've got the flag.
Society is always well represented with choreography by Nadia James Jackson. We are watching the young ladies as we hear for the first time of the Legacy Masters tournament. The song composed by Carl Beaver Henderson with vocals by Luke Samerson and Prophet Benjamin.
Andrea, I must say this is a beautiful song. When I heard it the first time, I was elated. And we would be using this song throughout the tournament. This is our anthem, right? And congratulations and kudos go out to the persons who sang the song, the writer of the song. Full congratulations to them.
Definitely.
Yes.
First time we heard it in the studio, we liked it as well.
Glad to hear that. Thank you.
All right, so I'm describing what I'm seeing here. There are a number of youngsters in white. They have white sleeves as well on both of their arms as well. They're all white shoes, white socks, white top, white pants as well. And they're dancing from left to right. And behind them is the Legacy banner here. And they're parading to the music. And their arms are in the air, they're moving in tandem here. It's really a beautiful sight to see these young persons here enjoying themselves here at the Edinburgh 500 grounds.
It's not over, Andres. It's not over.
All right, there's more to come. All right,
that's right. More to come.
More to come.
Yes.
Here they Okay, come again now.
Yeah.
All right.
More to come.
So now they put on a almost garnish themselves in a uniform here, almost like butterflies floating in the air. That's what we're seeing here. Again, they keep it to this white team, and then comes a young person.
Wow.
Another young person, fully decked out in white, with a sort of white cape high into the air. Really stylish from Kirk Lanton and his team.
The E500 Sports and Art Legacy Masters Invitational Tournament creates a safe family space. The Legacy Masters Tournament embraces the values of the E500 and Art Society, bringing togetherness with blue and community spirit with green.
So again, here it's a beautiful sight. Again, I think the young people enhanced it. The color white is such a perfect color for an occasion like this. Under the lights, the white is really.
It's really beautiful and really.
Everybody making everyone happy. Obviously, the colors, or the color, I should say, white. So again, another little pause. I expect there's more, Mr. George. I have to say so. That's what I'm seeing here.
Right. I am surprised as well.
Our happy community of Edinburgh 500 enjoying life. Watch as they spin and swirl, dance joyfully, while the legacy character bring her togetherness and community spirit to our already community.
Beautiful.
Using the very Trinidadian spirit of carnival mixed with pagua, legacy adds blue togetherness and green community spirit to the Edinburgh 500.
Andre, you see the mascot at the back there?
Yeah.
Yes.
He looked like a small tan and small saga boy together.
That's the Masters mascot.
Looking nice.
What do I see here? The Edinburgh 500 Legacy Masters mascot, Elma, makes her first appearance. Go, Elma. Let's give it up for our mascot, Ma. Elma's presentation highlights the artistic talents of the Vice President of the Sports and Art Society, Mr. Kirk Langton, is a co-creator, the legendary massman Peter Minchell of the famous Tantan and Sackboy puppets. We'd now like to invite our dear ministers to join Elma for the kick-off ceremony.
All right, there are two ministers here. I should tell you, the minister in charge of this area, Mr. David Lee, is here. As well, of course, he's also the minister of housing, as well as
While we await
minister
our
of
ministers,
sports
let's cheer on Elma.
and youth
Come
affairs,
on, Elma.
Sir Philip Watts. So there are two ministers here. The member of parliament for this area, Chaguanas, that's David Lee, who's also the minister of housing, as well as the minister of sport and youth affairs, Mr. Philip Watts.
Minister of Sport, Mr. Philip Watts, and we have our dear MP, Dr. David Lee, also the Minister of Housing. Give us a round of applause, please.
And they're going out with the president.
Yes.
How long has he been the president?
Just over a year. We had elections within the community council group, and yes, just over a year now. Yeah.
All right.
He was the vice president.
I've never seen him so well dressed. He's in a three-piece suit, people. For those of you who don't know, he's in a three-piece suit here, a great three-piece suit. And does he play any football at all? All right, that answers the question. I was watching how he kicked the ball a few months ago. Minister of Sport tries to pass the ball to Elma. Elma's football skills is not so bad. Minister of Sport plays it to David Lee. Lee looks up, plays it to Elma. Elma back to the Minister of Sport. Back to Elma. Back to David Lee. David Lee hits it with his right boot to the Minister's right boot. That's Minister Watts. So let's watching what they're doing. They're playing football here with Elma. Elma allows him to score a goal. So that's what it is. And so there they are. They're all there for the presentation. Who else is up? Only that's the only official. Better make sure. Besides the president. You know all of these persons here, Mr. George.
I'm just making out the ministers, both ministers.
Yes, yeah.
Mr. David Lee and Mr. Philip Watts.
Yes, that's all. So so nobody else.
No.
All right.
Just two. Yeah.
Just those two. No, in terms of the officials from E500, besides the president.
Just the president alone is out
okay.
there.
All right.
Present, yeah.
So number of persons are wrong there, but they all right. I'm now seeing that they look like they're photographers with cameras. Phone cameras. All right. Yeah. All right. So there's a photo being taken with all of the, including Elma. Elma leans on the sports minister.
Yes.
She wants some help. All right. So that's part of it. There's a full program of events listed to happen tonight here, including an opening match. The opening matches.
Oh yes, we have two matches here tonight. The opening match, defending champions Defence Force take on Central Masters. That should be an interesting game. Followed by La Hoqueta Masters versus World Team International.
Each game only 30. Each half 35 minutes.
35 minutes. Yes.
So in total 70 minutes.
70 minutes per game. Yes.
And again, the games continue from now on until when?
3 months. We run for 3 months, 12 weeks basically. We finish the weekend before the World Cup. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have games every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesdays.
Okay.
This is Edinburgh 500. Give a community a hearty round of applause.
All right, a lot of applause. A lot more persons have gathered here at Edinburgh 500. Got Mr. George with me as we watch the welcoming group come off, and we're going to have, no doubt, very shortly the entire start of the opening ceremony here, live on I-95.5, live on iSports. I've got Hinkson Boris with me, the technical man. Thank the heavens he's here. He's been able to deal with everything that has happened with his expertise. Hinkson Boris, he's with us. Kenroy Ambris from the E500 streaming team, he's also here.
Oh yes.
And you know how Kenroy Ambris is. He's a miserable sort of guy at times, miserable.
Very.
I don't know, his football skills very limited, as his case may be. But he likes sports. Sport doesn't like him, but he likes sports.
Well, Kenroy is here every night, basically, covering the games, and he's very integral.
So his knowledge should have improved. His knowledge should have improved.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I'll test it someday. So we are here. We're going to very shortly. The opening ceremony will start here live on I-95.5 FM, and a number of discussions, talks to be made. 1 or 2 deliveries, special features as well, and. In fact, you will have to leave it very shortly because you have the welcome address.
Yes, I am.
All right, Mr. George. Shortly, you'll be departing as we get ready. As the ministers and them have come back into their seats here, and they're just getting themselves organized for this, the Edinburgh 500 E500 as well, Legacy Masters Invitational Tournament.
Correct.
In its what year? How many years?
13 years.
13 years. 13 years and going strong. 13 years and going strong. 13 years and going strong. As I mentioned, Hinkson boys with me, and I can see all of the VIPs and everybody moving into line, getting ready for the opening ceremony. Getting a lot of expectations for the opening ceremony. And when you look at an event like this and the way it's been organized and the impact it has on our society, what do you see? Because when you see all these young persons as well, so involved, and they're so eager. People say that we have young citizens and we don't get them involved as we should. What do you see?
Well, it's an opportunity for us to lead by example, and this is what this tournament is all about, because most times you get support youth football, some youth sport, but there's also space for adults. Health and wellness. We look at health and wellness. That's an opportunity for the older persons, right? So we look at creating an opportunity that people would last longer. So this is our ideal opportunity for such. Yeah.
I must tell people, when you look around, it's really a beautiful facility. Just to our left, There is basketball courts. I see people playing netball too as well. Small goal football. It really is. I mean, the expanse and what is going on. And then the way they have lined the flags. The pity. I'm sure you would be able to see the way they have lined the flags here. It really adds a great atmosphere to tonight. I think that was excellent work by your team.
Thank you. It was something different. We planned something different. This is not the usual layout, and we wanted to show that we are evolving. There are changes as we go along, changes every year, and I think people want to see something new. Yeah, they want to see something new. So I
think it also helps because when you do these things, you get the young people involved. And whether you like it or not, we need young people involved in sports.
Definitely.
In all areas of sport, not only on the field, sometimes off the field too as well. Their involvement in these modern times where they can use technology. A child can use technology so good right now. Pick up a phone and know exactly what to do. It helps them.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go stage side, I think, very shortly for the start, the openings. This opening is going to happen in a short while. So we're just waiting for that to get the note to cross to the stage and be able to give you all the information. All right. Yeah.
President of the Sports and Arts Society. Firstly, before we start the official ceremony, I would like to pay tributes to our cornerstone that died during last year's competition. I would like to call on our referee for the night. Where are you? All right, see he's coming.
So of course we just waiting stage side to go and get the information. So let's go.
For Marissa. So everyone, I would like to have a minute of silence for Marissa Lewis, Alistair.
All right, so that was just a minute of silence. We're going to go back to stage side very shortly. Remember, if you're listening to I-95.5 FM, you joined us as we're getting ready for the opening ceremony of the E500 Masters Tournament. E500 Masters Tournament here at Edinburgh 500. So let's go back, stage side.
Good night, everyone. My name is Shanice Morris. I'm the Secretary of Sport for the E500 Sports and Arts Society. I'd like to welcome you all to the official part, and we'll begin with the national anthem played by Ms. Riza Batiste on the pan. Just welcome her.
right, that was the national anthem, well played on the pan there by Risa Batiste. Beautiful rendition. We're going to go backstage side here.
you, Miss
E500 launch.
Before we take our seats, we must give the Most High praise. We must give the Creator thanks for this opportunity. So I'd like to invite Reverend Elias Dick to say an opening prayer.
Good evening, everyone, honorable ministers. Good evening to all the special invited guests. Let us bow our heads and put your hands together again for Risa. That's one of the members from Chaguanas Full Gospel Baptist Church. Come on, put your hands together for her again. Thank you so very much. Let's bow our heads as we invite God's presence. Eternal God and Father, we humbly come before your throne of grace this evening, thanking you and praising you for being our God. We ask, Almighty God, your blessings upon this tournament this evening, mighty God, and I come before you because of the colors. The colors of blue is the color of prayer. And without prayer, there is nothing. We thank you, Almighty God, for this peaceful place of green where we can come together to play and enjoy ourselves as a community of Edinburgh 500. We pray for your blessings upon all those who are taking part in these activities and all those who are playing the football this evening. We ask for your blessings upon them. May we have peace and tranquility within this space. And may your Holy Spirit resides continually in this place. Bless our leaders, the Honorable Minister of Sports, Philip Watts, and the Honorable Minister of Housing, Minister David Lee. Continue to bless us and bless all the leaders and all those who are taking part in these activities. Be with us, Almighty God, I pray. And bless us continually and take us back to our home safely. In Jesus' name, may everyone say, bless your hearts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend.
All right, we're going to go backstage side. Remember the opening ceremony, as I told you, now started. All right, so let's continue and let's go back.
Co-founder of the Legacy Masters tournament, and he's currently the coordinator of what you're experiencing here today. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Fillmore George to give us his welcome remarks. Give him a round of applause, guys.
Thank you. Good night. Member of Parliament for Laukita Talparo and Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs, the Honorable Mr. Philip Watts, Member of Parliament for Caroni Central, and Minister of Housing, the Honorable Mr. David Lee, Councillor for Edinburgh 500 and Londonville, Ms. Stacey Murphy, dignitaries, invited guests, specially invited guests, managers, coaches, media representatives, players, supporters, vendors, welcome to the #1 and best Masters League in Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome. We have 12 weeks of exciting football to come. We should end just before the World Cup, so I urge you to support the football, sit back, relax, and enjoy 12 weeks of entertaining football right here at the Edinburgh 500 ground. Thanks for the support from the community throughout the years. We hope going forward now that we get more support as we proceed with the evolution of the Masters League. So, good night. Again, my name is Fillmore George, the founder and coordinator of the Edinburgh Masters League. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. With no further ado, we'd like to invite our hardworking councillor, Mrs. Stacey Murphy, to give her remarks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to acknowledge the dignitaries. Mr. Keon Edwards, President of Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. The Honorable David Lee, MP for Caroni Central. The Honorable Philip Watts, Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs. Viking Ding Dong, local celebrity in the house. Mr. Keon Alexander, President of the Sports and Arts. All distinguished guests, residents, footballers, children, and I would say again, my residents. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time we are having this event. This is the third time. And I'll tell you something about Edinburgh 500. We know about community spirit. We know about getting things done. And this tournament is an example of exactly that. This tournament was produced by the E500 Sports and Arts. And I tell you, the first time I attended this tournament, I had to kick a ball. I don't know if you all remember, but I remembered what film, is it film, Mr. Film, speak up 1 second. Mr. Fillmore George, what he said to me, he said, get back up. He said, don't worry about it, just get back up. And that's the spirit of 500 people. We fall, but we know how to get back up. Apart from that, 500 is a place you know. You could get a plate of food. You could go phase 2 by Peppy. When you eat there, you know you ain't leaving. 3 o'clock in the morning, we go until dawn. You could go Tamarind by Keenan, same thing. No matter where you go in 500, no one will turn you away. They know about community spirit. Culture, the type of talent that come from Edinburgh. We have Cholo, who's a social media blogger, right here in Edinburgh 500. The type of communities we have, Jade Park community, E500 again. And all these people come together to make things happen for the community. They don't wait on a councillor to function. They don't wait on an MP to function. They come together, they regroup, they trash out their ideas, they find funding, and they get things done. And that is what I know about Edinburgh 500, and that's what I appreciate. Every resident, every resident that would have reached out to my office, most of them, they already have it, you know, they just want a little push. So at today's ceremony, I just want to remind you all of how resilient we are as a people in 500, and the persons that are coming from east, west, north, south to play and to spectate. I'm telling you what to expect. Expect resilient people. I expect people who will open their homes to you, and expect that you will never go hungry in Edinburgh 500. With that being said, welcome to the Masters Tournament. Welcome home. Welcome to Edinburgh 500.
So that was the councillor there talking to us and giving us her thoughts,
just to add,
her experience as well.
500 is full of talent. You know, do you all know we have our own TV? We have our own TV. She fell on the ground last time. We live. Unfortunately, Mr. Kieran Edwards, the president of TTFA, he couldn't make it, but he sent his regards. I want us to loosen up a bit. All you want a party? All you feeling a party? I ain't hearing all you. All you feeling a party? All right, well, no further ado, let's welcome Viking Ding Dong.
All right, so Ding Dong is here and he's going to perform here. So you're going to get some entertainment on ice sports.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's hear.
Oh, then I'll go a cappella. Right. Edinburgh family, how you feeling? 500, how you feeling? We live right now. Show us everyone coming out to the football. Let me start it. Hey, I want to be somewhere where the music is. I want to be somewhere where the vibes it live. Inside of that, how they dance. Me and the girl when they push back. I and everybody will be that. Cause I want to party. Raise up the hand and wind up and down. I want to party. Raise up the hand and wind up and down. And you know what we doing it, we doing it, we doing it. You don't know we doing it. Province outside whole night. This whole place gone wild. And it's the whole team out there. Up there, we having a time to stop. Well, if you wanna be home and run there, I wanna be somewhere where the music is. I wanna be somewhere where the vibes it lives. Inside of it, I go get dance. Me and the girl when they push back. I and everybody okay know that. Cause I wanna party. Raise up the hand and wind up and get. No, we doing it proper. And then and they doing it. Yeah, we doing it proper. When they doing it. We wanna drink and party. We are bad weather. Mascot. Hey, we are the yeah. With a feel good 500 family. What we say now? Okay. On the road like whoa. Yeah. Running things like yeah. What we sing now? We wanna drink and party. No bad weather stop way. We are the life of the party. Live your life how you want it. One day say we out and bad. One day say we drink out the bar. One day cause we life done hard. One day we go party. One day every night in the club. We just wait to release your stress. More drinks till we in them yet. One day we go party. How will we tell them? I make a trip to your hips and there. I walk my way to your lips for a kiss. You're so sweet, so nice and take. And all your see my team, we don't really waste time. You rise up cause you know what we like. You wanna taste this one more time. Girl, love we started. So call out the bridal party. We gon' make all the residents happy. Bartender, make it snappy. Put the finish for the king like happy. On the road like whoa. Yeah. Run the drinks like whoa. Yeah. Look the mascot. Hey. Mascot, nobody in senior to come on stage and get them a small vibes. Mind where you get on too bad, a small vibes. Come up. Raise the volume. If you know you cannot handle the people rum, when you see the people rum, leave it alone. Hear what I tell you? When you see them, you'll and them rolling up them bam bam. If you can't manage, leave them alone. Mascot, straight from 500. I gotta carry on to the world had to see you because you're full of energy, right? So you're surely Viking Ding Dong. Tell a friend we out here. What days? Every day for the football, and I gotta bring my friends and them too. So look out for all my artists, friends and them. Somebody say yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dingers.
That was Viking Ding Dong a few months ago. All right. Viking Ding Dong. And they all right. Anyway, so you're just listening to I-95. And this is the sports that is going on now. So let's go back to stage side.
The Honorable Dr. David Lee, the MP for Caroni Central, and our Minister of Housing.
Thank you. Good night to everyone here. Can we give Ding Dong a round of applause again? My good friend Ding Dong. I will be very brief here tonight. I know we came to watch the opening game. I just want to say good night to my cabinet colleague, Minister of Sports and the MP for Lahokita Talparo, the Honorable Philip Watts. He'll be coming after me to give the feature address. I also like to recognize Mr. Kieran Edwards, President of the Arts and Society of Edinburgh 500, Councillor Stacey Murphy, who's just spoke before us, and I also like to recognize older one woman, Whitney, my good friend Whitney Stevenson from the Chaguanas Borough Corporation. My remarks here tonight is really to welcome and give thanks to the Arts and Society tournament and their team for the fantastic work we have seen here tonight. And I know over the next 12 weeks, as Mr. Fillmore would have said to you, 12 weeks of fantastic football. And I would like to give thanks to the Arts and Society team headed by President Kieran Alexander, because what you are seeing here tonight and over the next 12 weeks is no small feat financially. It is a very costly exercise to put on a venture like this. And I'm happy to know that we are streaming live on I-95. So I'm asking any corporate sponsors that are listening to this event and watching on, please give heartily and donate to this event over the next 12 weeks. But this be Trinidad and Tobago of the 26 teams that would be partaking over the next 12 weeks at this particular grounds. And before I close, I would be remiss of me if I don't plug for this grounds. And as I have the Minister of Sports here with us tonight, I know the Minister of Sports and myself, we came here a few weeks ago to look and see how we can improve the grounds. I know he's a very hard-working Minister of Sports, and funds are very limited. So I'm begging, as my colleague here, my cabinet colleague is here on behalf of not only myself, but all the people of Edinburgh 500. Minister, Mr. Watts, can you give us some lipstick and rules and love and attention to this particular ground, because we know that this particular ground is one of the premier grounds in Trinidad and Tobago. So I know over the next 12 weeks, come out and partake and look and see the quality football that will be held over the next 12 weeks. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Edwards and Mr. Alexander and his team, and also to the vendors are here. I hope you come out and partake with the vendors so that we can have a very happy and peaceful event over the next 12 weeks. I thank you, and I wish you all the best, Mr. Alexander and his team, over the next 12 weeks. I thank you so much.
That was, of course, the Honorable Minister of Housing, David Lee. The Honorable Minister of Housing, David Lee. Much thanks to him, certainly. And very shortly we'll be hearing from the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs, Mr. Philip Watts, when we go back stateside.
I'd like to now invite our Minister of
Youth Affairs, Philip Watts. He will deliver the feature address here at Edinburgh 500, the Legacy Masters Tournament. Starts today and continues for 12 weeks.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Minister of Housing and Member of Parliament for Caroni Central, the Honorable Dr. David Lee, President and members of the E500 Sport and Arts Society, distinguished teams, sponsors, special invited guests, Councillor Stacey Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is a privilege to join you here in Edinburgh 500 for the launch of the 2026 E500 Legacy Masters Invitational Football Tournament, now into its third edition under the Society and the 13th Masters Tournament of this community. This evening, this event has grown into a flagship on the local sporting calendar, bringing together over 40, over 50, and over 60 players who have carried the game on their backs for decades. Today, we celebrate more than a competition. We celebrate the legacy of men who built clubs, filled stadiums, and inspire younger generations from the 1980s, 1990s to today. By giving these, but we also recognize that this is where it all begins. It is on grounds like Edinburgh 500, in small-side games, community leagues, and grassroots tournaments that raw talent is first discovered, nurtured, and molded into national, regional, and international athletes. This is the nursery of our football, where boys and girls learn discipline, teamwork, respect, and resilience long before they put on a national jersey. That is why, as Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs and Member of Parliament for La Hoqueta Talparo, I remain firmly committed to supporting grassroots sport and community initiatives like this one. We will continue to stand with communities that organize themselves, keep their grounds alive, and give young people a chance to play, dream, and become the next generation of true athletes and champions for Trinidad and Tobago. I want to commend the E500 Sports and Arts Society for a clear vision, using sport to bring the community together, create employment and business opportunities for local vendors, and strengthen small enterprises all around the ground. This is exactly the kind of sport model my ministry wants to support, where football, family, and local commerce all benefit from one initiative. As Member of Parliament for La Hoqueta Talparo and Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, I have seen how tournaments like this can change the neighborhood spirit. When lights are on, fields are active, and elders, children, and young people share the same space in safety, we protect our young people and our youths from negative influences and give them positive role models to follow. To the organizers, this tournament meets high standards on and off the field. To the sponsors and partners, your investment here is an investment in public health, social cohesion, and community pride. To the teams and the players, play hard, play fair, and respect the rules, the officials, and each other. Remember that the youngsters watching from the sidelines are learning from your attitude as much as from your skills. May the spirit of true sportsmanship guide every tackle, every goal, and every celebration over the next 3 months. As MP and Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, I support community-based initiatives like this E500 Legacy Masters in the same feel, the same passion, and the same pride. So, it is now my honor to officially declare open the 2026 E500 Legacy Masters Invitational Football Tournament. May it be safe, competitive, and enjoyable for all. I thank you.
So that was the Honorable Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Mr. Philip Watts, opening tonight's function. We'll have try as much as possible to give you, of course, we have time, some of the game once it starts. The first game, anyway, defending champions, defend fourths. That should be quite an interesting encounter. Defend fourths. Remember, 35 minutes halves, 35 minutes. Our very own coach Atlee plays with one of these teams Sunday, the Sunday team. I don't know what his track record.
Central Masters versus Defense Force players. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it, people. We are getting ready in a short while. Hopefully, well, we'll try to do some short interviews. We're going to try to do some short interviews in the meantime. And once we can do these short interviews, then we'll be able to, no doubt, give you more information We're looking forward to the opening game. The opening game involves the defense force against, and that should be quite an interesting encounter to see the defense force in action. I think that's really going to set the spirit. We're going to have a chat with the Minister of Sports. The Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs is going to join us here, Mr. Philip Watts. Alright, so I think they want to put the minister on camera. Alright, so Minister, forgive me. I think they eventually want to put you on camera here so people can see you on their channel. So we're going to just hold on 1 minute. We have the Honorable Minister with me here. And go ahead. So we're just waiting to settle in here. And Minister, we're going to just have to, they want to put you on camera, so you can just join me standing here for a short while. So I'm going to have the Minister with me here. So we're going to have the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs. Remember, we are live here on the Edinburgh 500 YouTube page. We are live on their page. We've got the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Affairs, Philip Watts, with us here. And we're going to continue to start to talk with him and get more information on just what it means to be here at this stage. So I mean, in this modern time, they want the minister on YouTube. So let's see what happens here. All right, we're gonna start. All right, so we're gonna, in a short while, we're gonna go. In a short while, we're gonna go to the minister, have the minister. Right. Remember, you're listening to us live on I-95.5 FM. All right, so I'm going to start talking to the minister, obviously. Minister, what does it mean to be here today?
I am really happy to be here on this Edinburgh grounds to see these small community groups, the level of tournament that they can put on, and to be able to raise their own funding to put on these tournaments. They are promoting healthy lifestyles for persons over 40, over 50, and over 60. So I'm really happy to be here and to see the level of competition that they are putting on their home grounds.
When you see this sort of community development, what does it mean to the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs for this sort of community development?
This is exactly what the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs and I as a minister is trying to promote. Since I've been Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, I've been promoting a lot of grassroots football, cricket and grassroots sports. Just in January, we launched the primary school grassroots cricket, where we have over 2,000 students participating in grassroots cricket. And I mean well-structured grassroots cricket. Tuesday of this week, we launched the community cricket, and what you will see coming out of the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, every week we will be launching a program. Right? We have track and field coming on the way, we have waves coming on the way, we have a lot of community events, because what we are trying to do is to promote sport from the community level. These grounds at the community are where stars are born. Stars are born from these communities, especially depressed communities. So we want to give every young child, every youth, the opportunity to come out and participate and be able to join a club to get professional training, because at the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, we are focused on having professional coaches, well-qualified coaches, come to these fields and train our youths.
And you know that's an area of concern all over Trinidad and Tobago. How are you going to address it? Because we're talking about coaches for a number of different sports. How is that going in terms of organizing that?
Well, cricket is more organized in Trinidad. We have a lot of cricketers, because cricket coaches. Football, yes, we have some coaches, but what we plan to do is to bring in professional coaches, do coaching courses, and develop our coaches, because we could spend millions of dollars on football, cricket, and all other sporting disciplines, but if we don't have proper coaches to coach the youths, then we go nowhere. We are shooting blindly. So coaching and proper facilities is important, and I'm going to be focusing strongly on that for the next coming years.
How will you assess your first year involved in sport? How has it been for you? But it's not a year yet, but it's coming up, right?
It's not a year, but I've been analyzing, learning. For you to fix an issue, you must understand the issue. And what I've been doing, I have an open door policy as a minister. I'm meeting with athletes, I'm meeting with clubs, I'm meeting with NGBs. When I got in there as the Minister of Sport, we have 52 NGBs in Trinidad and Tobago, and only 4 of those NGBs were actually compliant. So I've been working assiduously with the Sport TT and the Ministry of Sport to bring these NGBs, because NGBs are the conduit between the ministry and the athletes itself.
How is that going though? How is that working?
Well,
getting them compliant, I mean.
Right. As of 2 weeks ago, we would have had at least 30 NGBs fully compliant. So we moved from 4 to 30. And what we have done at the ministry, we broke them up in different categories. We have the green zone, who is already fully compliant. We have the yellow zone, where we have about 18 in the yellow zone now. We bring them to yellow. The yellow zone is where you have just a few documents remaining, right, to submit to the ministry to bring you into the green zone. So right now we are about at around 30 to the 2 compliant. We have 12 in the yellow zone, and in the next 2 weeks we expect to bring those 12 up to the green zone. Then we have about 12 again in the red zone, and we're trying to move them from red to yellow. Those are people who never submitted any documents whatsoever.
But what does that mean, with respect? What does that mean in terms of them getting funding if they're so far away from reality? This is my word, reality.
This is something that we are having serious discussions around, because we don't want to deprive the athletes itself. Because remember, when you're traveling as a team to represent Trinidad and Tobago, you go through the NGB. We would fund the NGB, we will give the NGB whatever funding, and they take the athletes out. So we are coming up with ways to hold those in the red zone hand and actually work with them. So just 2 weeks ago, I actually had a meeting with my sport development unit to actually see whether it's audited financials or what they are missing, and we are going to take a decision to pay for it for them, to bring them out of that red zone. So I'm hoping in the next 2 months I have all 52 NGBs in Trinidad and Tobago fully compliant, and I think that would strengthen sport, strengthen the athletes, and strengthen Trinidad and Tobago participation outside of Trinidad.
I want to thank you very much. That sounds good. I hope it, and we look forward to that, because sport needs to be compliant.
Exactly. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time,
and
sir.
Thank you, Trinidad.
I appreciate. All right, we're going to have a chance now to talk with the MP for the area, the MP for the area, and the Minister of Housing, David Lee. Sweetbird. You know, I was going to come and ask you that, but you know, anyway. But let's talk about it anyway. Who cares? Well, we're here for football, but let's talk the best sport that they have. Sweetbird, how you feel looking ahead now to obviously the 18
Sweetbird will be a champion,
on the turf,
on the turf and on dirt.
What happened in that race when King Jumbie, because that's what fooled everybody.
I know. I think was I think the issue there was that the two horses, Sweetbird and I think was they wore each other down, and then King Jumbie came from behind.
But you're confident about Sweetbird?
Yes. Once we get back with Ramsey,
she won you easily. But what happened with Ramsey? Because I think you had to go Canada. All right, but I must thank you first. I must thank you for being here. And what do you say? I already talked to the minister. I talked to him just now about that. But when you look at the crowd here, Minister Lee, what are your thoughts on the crowd and having football sports in this venue?
Well, as being this is my first year as a member of Parliament for Caroni Central, and Edinburgh 500 is part of Caroni Central. I'm very pleased working in this community, working with Mr. Alexander, the President of the Arts and Society, and the good work that he and his team is doing. As you would have heard me say in my brief remarks, is that this is not this is a financial, it's huge.
It must cost something.
Very huge, right? I know the budget. I wouldn't want to say on the budget.
Sure.
I've assisted Mr. Alexander and his team financially, but I'm also asking, as I'm here, other corporate sponsors to come on board.
That's what we needed,
because
this venture here is not only for Edinburgh 500. It is about the legacy of
2016.
It is the history of football. You will see talented, experienced footballers over the next 12 weeks leading up to the World Cup. So it augurs well for football in Trinidad and Tobago at Edinburgh 500 grounds, and which is a premier grounds. And I've asked Minister Watts to assist this community, ensuring that this ground is uplifted with some assistance from his ministry. And you see, we have asked for some of the lighting to be fixed, and it's still, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks that it will be repaired.
What you found? What have you? I mean, they said this is the first time with this community. What have you found about them?
This community is very resilient. They look out for each other. As the council would have said, you do not go hungry in this community. So that this is a village, and it is a community that comes together, and they're very, very resilient.
I didn't get to ask Minister, but I saw you were kicking some ball. So you like football?
Yes. Don't let this Chinese fool fool you. Don't let this Chinese fool you. You know what I mean? I grew up in Dignitary in Covine Road. I used to play football. I grew up playing football in I got licks here in Manchester.
You're in Manchester?
Yes.
You're not smart like John O'Brien and myself with Arsenal. You're not so smart. All right, well, you mightn't win much this time.
Andrea, I just would like to give thanks to you and your team for being here, carrying this thing live. I mean, it is no small feat that you are doing here, but it is really highlighting and showcasing the talent of what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago with football. As you know, football brings the community together, brings the country together, and that's what we need at this point.
Thank you very much, but I want to tell you, Sweet Bird, we have a horse called St. Omar. So, all right,
I hope it's not Stanley. I hope it's not Stanley. I hope it's not Stanley.
It's not Stanley, but we'll see what happens. We look forward to that. Thank you for your time. Thanks a lot. Pleasure. All right, of course, that was we're going to hopefully get the president. To come and join us. Mr. Alexander is going to come and join us for a short while here. And of course, we are live on the E500 YouTube channel on I-95.5. Mr. Alexander, a lovely sort of opening ceremony. I thought a lovely opening ceremony in terms of what was done by Kirk Lanton and his team. A real beautiful opening ceremony. What are your thoughts, though? The crowd has grown tremendously. What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is just growing as the year goes by, and to get some more sponsors on board. We see we had the Minister today, the MP. So I'd like to thank them for the support. Unfortunately, Kieran Edwards wasn't.
There's a lot going on in football.
A lot going on in football, yes.
From the perspective of the two teams not only playing today, but your overall thoughts about the community, and we have heard the MP ask the Minister to improve the lighting, improve the facilities. What do you say?
Yes, I will definitely endorse that. We had some challenges with the field for the last, I could say, 3 years since I had the events. So every year when the Masters come about, we have to fix the grounds basically. So I would like for the Minister of Sports to step in, also Sports DT. They already gave their commitment, so it's just time now.
And now, let's remind people as we look forward to the opening game tonight between the defending champions, the Defence Force and Central, and 35 minutes. You can see, I'm feeling the buzz here.
Yes, all coming from Mr. Kirk Langton, my Vice President.
Yeah.
I would like to thank him.
Excellent job.
200 million for his excellent job. Also with the Mascot, first time we launched our Mascot.
And the mascot could really move.
Yes.
That Mascot is from Chaguanas?
Correct, Edinburgh 500.
That Mascot could really move. I mean, anyway, I know that Mascot could not have been selected by Ken Roy Ambrose.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. And we know that. Yeah. Well, what do you say though? Because as the Master of Ceremonies announced, to have a television station transmitting it, what does that mean for you and your team?
Yeah. I've been behind the E500 TV from day one inception. When Ken Roy came to me with the idea, I told him let's run with it, and this is the stage that we reached today, and we'll definitely be growing throughout the years coming, and look forward to the best and much more.
All right, as you go, what message do you want to tell people to encourage them to come? Because it starts today, but it continues during the week and continues for the next 12 weeks. What do you want to tell people?
Just come out to E500, enjoy yourself, eat all the food you can.
Because I'm seeing about 14 stalls with different foods, different available.
All the foods you could think about. We also have
Roy, all those about Kirk Lanton, all of those involved. It's really been a pleasure to be here. We're going to do a little bit of the match, so I'm going to just switch and go no doubt do some commentary on the match. So thank you very much for your time.
Right.
Ken Roy had some work to get the names for me, so let's see if people was able to get the names of the players. All right, thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Mr. Alexander. Ken Roy joins us. Ken Roy, want to say any words on that? Anyway. All right, so I'm seeing I've got one team here, which is the Central Masters team. All right, so we got. Let me go through the names of the players. I'll keep the lights on, obviously. I'll go through the names of the players. We've got Kenroy Calise. We've got Keston Guys, Nathaniel Douglas, Simon Francois, Kern Cupid. Well, Kern Cupid, I know he's a former Trinidad and Tobago player. Hussein Thomas, Rodel Bradshaw, Ricardo Charles, Brent Alexander, Sheldon Chin Albert, and Jason. Barry or Ban, Jason Ban. All right, Jason Ban. The manager is Michael Romeo. All right, so that's the action. We're going to try to bring you some of the action here from the game. This is the football game taking place here. Let's see if we can. We're going to see the opening. So they're going out for the opening here for this football match, so that we can. All right, so that we can bring you all the action. We have. You see defense force. That's the defense force. See how they perform here. Coming up against Central. 35 minutes each. Got one team in front of me, so I'm waiting for the other team very shortly. Central Masters versus Defense Force. The opening match in the E500 Legacy Invitational Masters Football League 2026. We see David Lee outside. And thank you very much. All right, so let me give you the Defense Force team. Thanks a lot, Ken Roy Ambrose. The Defense Force team is Sherlin Wheeler, Kurt Williams, Kerry Ellie, Nigel Peters, Marlon Lindau, Sheldon Clark, Hayden Tinto, well, I know him as well, Cohen Koya, Devon Jocelyn. All right, Devon Jocelyn, I know for certain. He's, of course, the Defense Force coach. Kerwin Joseph, Marcus Ashton, Merlin Lee, Kareem Joseph, Kevin Blackman. All right, try our best, people, in these conditions that we have here in front of us here. Live on 95.5 FM and also on the E500 YouTube channel as well. Trying to just knock the ball from side to side here. Defense Force versus Central Masters here. Trying to control the ball with their numbers clearly evident. Ellie. Oh, ball rolled onto the side of the field. Nobody really taking full possession right now of the ball. And now they're going to start from the back again. Cleared high up, high into the air. Lift it up. Let's lift it up. So we're going to let's see what happens. The game continues here on 95.5 FM. Slow build up. Slow build up. Not much happening right now. They're just knocking the ball from one side to the other side. Not much going on in terms of activity. But indeed, I've got company here. In a short while, I'll have some company to help me. It's a difficult game to commentate. In this, the conditions are a little bit dark and the colors are not so visible. But this is a chance. Ball play through the middle here. This could be a chance for the opening goal. We'll see. No. Take it back and start over again here. All right, so I've been joined. Tony Lee has made his way here. Tony, welcome. You missed a lot of the talking, but you've come in time for the action.
Could you believe? Good evening, Andre. You know, I got lost.
And I said any location.
I'm a slow turtle.
How did that?
I missed the turn off.
I'm saying how is it that Tony hasn't reached us yet? All right.
Anyway, it's good to be here. Nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
Football, we're expanding our football coverage, and I'm happy to know that we're doing the Masters tournament.
Yes. And
I hope to do a lot more in terms of colleges and so on as the year progresses, because we need to spend some time on football, Andre.
Yeah, I think football needs a lot of time, and it was interesting in talking with the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs. He spoke a lot about coaching and going out to communities.
Okay.
And ensuring, I think what was really important for me, at least for me, was when he mentioned that of the 52, 53 national governing bodies in terms of sports in Trinidad and Tobago, only 4 of them were fully compliant.
Ooh.
Only 4 of them were fully compliant.
That's terrible.
That was terrible. He says now that they've worked on it, they have about 26 of them near in that. They're in different categories. He said they are color coded depending on where they are in terms of getting themselves ready. He said in about maybe 2 weeks, 18 more will join that.
Okay.
And then there are 10 more to join, and the case may be. So they're working on making all of them fully compliant with Sport TT, which is very interesting. Because the question obviously then, Tony Lee, comes in, how did they get funding if they're not compliant? That question stays in my mind so much. Can't understand that. If you're not compliant, how they got funding.
Well.
So again, that's something certainly that I think Sport TT certainly has to address. And he also spoke about the coaching, the level of coaching. He said, well, in terms of coaching, well, cricket seems to be doing well in terms of coaching. I don't think he's talking about the West Indies team, obviously, right? We're talking about Trinidad and Tobago at the youth level. He says in terms of football, he understands that there is a need for coaching. And I think that's something that when I spoke with Karen Edwards on Thursday, that was identified that coaching in Trinidad and Tobago, in terms of football, we have to do something about that, Tony Lee.
Yeah. I mean, we've been talking about it, and I hope we can spend some more time with the TTFA president in terms of his plans for. We really need to spend some time on sport, Andrew.
All right, this is a chance. Devon Jocelyn! Jocelyn! Oh, my goodness! How did he miss that one? Well, he missed it. He missed it.
He should be shouted at by his teammates.
Wow.
That was a sucker.
That looked like certainly going in the back of the net here.
And he missed it.
It did not go. I think he'll wonder to himself as well how he missed that one. He looks so wrong. He's not a happy camper. He can't be. That's Devon Jocelyn, the defense force coach. Also the assistant coach for the under-20 team that lost to Costa Rica.
But I think the lighting is
terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, for this level of football, it really is not good.
I must say that.
And that needs to be. They need to fix that.
Yeah.
One side of the field is more lit than the other. I think that was John, the Minister of Housing, the MP for the area, David Liu, spoke to us. He mentioned that as well to the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs.
Okay.
Certainly is an area to be addressed, because when we watch, there are 8 lights in the band. And of those 8 lights in the first band, only 5 of them are working.
It's not good. Yeah. They're playing under very difficult lighting conditions.
And in the other band, 6 out of the 8. In the other band, 4 out of this. So I mean, and the lights are on one side of the field, not on the both sides.
Yeah, not good.
So it's pretty difficult.
Not good.
All right, but but a good crowd, Tony Lee.
Yeah, no, it's a first time I'm here. I think this is the 3rd edition. I was listening to some of.
It's actually the 13th edition.
13th edition. So it's finally found its footing.
Yeah, it finally found its footing. It's been here for a while.
And the crowds are coming out.
The crowds are coming out. I think
I must tell you, coming in, you have maybe quite a couple thousand people all over the place.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting such a well-attended event.
And of course they have about 14 food booths as well.
Goal.
It's a first goal. All right. Some respect there for the defense force. The defense force scored the opening goal. Not, but only as you're here with me, and of course let's expanding the discussion in terms of sports and the growth of sports in Trinidad and Tobago. The opening ceremony there were so many young persons involved.
Yeah, I must tell you, where I parked, there are loads and loads of people, Andre, in the car park area who are not here. They are participating and taking part in the food and the drinks. It's like 2 things going on at the same time. You have the stand packed, and then you have another kind of. The
cars are lined all over.
Yeah,
I want to say this at the time in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if I can say it, but I'll say it. You feel safe here almost because everybody seems to be enjoying the football.
It's a busy night. It's a busy night.
So there's a lot of activity here, and remember this action continues again next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as well. So there's a lot of football because there's a lot of matches to be played. Actually, our old athlete plays for one of the teams here.
Right.
Sunday Crew.
I saw there's a game, I-95 game coming up soon, so
yes. So
we'll talk about that.
There is a lot of action. Not missing any action now. Central at the other end trying to see if they could level the scores, but the scores remain 1-0 in favor of the defense. All right. So I've got another list here. So the list. All right. So the names are changing, but all right. Trying to make a football, Tony Lee. The names change a lot. This Central, like they made some changes to the starting team. All right, so okay, fine. So the game continues. You're not missing any action. Remember, with us, Tony Lee has joined myself, and we've got Hinkson ball. Ooh, that was a heavy boot there by the man from the defense force. The defense force not taking any prisoners, Tony Lee.
Well, they never do.
They
never do.
Yeah, they've come here to win this tournament again. They've always proven that and they've got one or two ex-national players. Then Trevor Richards. All right, so I'm trying to just see what's going on in terms of what the action so far, but it's end-to-end stuff, but really no goal-mouth stuff except that one goal that was that scored by the defense force, and then of course the Devon Jocelyn goal that never came, and if the ball went wide. Tony, do you see other communities having this sort
of?
I
think what I'm seeing here is to be replicated as best as possible.
Yeah.
Football on this side of this entire area. So it's a nice mix, and it's a lot of children here tonight with their parents. A lot of activity taking place. It's a busy night. Nice weather conditions. So a good night here in Edinburgh 500.
Yeah,
very nice.
It's certainly it's a good night. And from the television broadcast, the television broadcast it's a very clean for Central FC. So now it's going to be the defense force. They're going to be building from the back. The defense force building from the back, trying to see how they can build and get themselves into this game. That's really where the test is going to be for the defense force. But Central FC now with a chance. Oh, he almost had a chance for a shot. Oh, good. Central FC, they sent something, Tony Lee.
Yep, they're looking for the equalizer.
They're looking for the equalizer. They're knocking the ball around from side to side. It gets outside the area, playing, looking for that opening, trying to turn his man. Look for a handball, yes? Yes, it looks a handball. What is it?
Just outside the area.
Is it just outside? The real test here.
Well,
see?
I don't know the players at all, so...
It's Kern Cupid. That's Kern Cupid, the former national player, wearing number 13. Cupid! Well, Cupid didn't really get that one off. Maybe it was a pass. He was trying to flick it to a pass. It didn't really work.
Ball is back.
So the pressure continues. Ball still bubbling about. Cleared away by the defense force. The central team have come into their own here. They're looking to equalize, but they make a mistake. Then it's cleared away now. So Cupid was trying to get on the end of that one. Cupid couldn't get there. Throw in for the defense force, and they're going to try to build from the back. So it's the defense force building from the back. Tony, when you mentioned,
when I heard,
12 weeks.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it
I
is.
could understand a 3-week period.
Yeah.
12 is a long time.
So every night you're going to need people to come out. All these things, the contributions. And not everybody's going to volunteer.
No. This is hard business.
Yes. So
but we'll see.
We'll see.
But it's 13 years now, so they do have a sense of, the community.
Yeah, and they will know who supports who and who they talk in football here on I-95.5 FM and E500 TV station. Is Kenroy Ambrose behind this? You know that?
Oh, really? Okay.
Behind the television station. Kenroy Ambrose and his team, his wife is involved, his son is involved, and other members of his family, they're all involved.
Okay.
And so they have brought this idea forward, and it's actually, I must say, the broadcast is quite clean.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, so to those watching out there. It's a goal! The defense force came and put the ball in the back of the net, Tony Lee. And that was critical in the end. It was a beautiful pass by Jocelyn. He laid it off, and the ball was put into the back of the net. And after all the pressure from Central FC comes to nothing, the defense force come and deliver the killer blow maybe. They're still in the first half, but they lead by 2-0, Tony Lee.
Yeah, good goal there. Very quickly taken by Jocelyn.
Yeah, they passed the ball around. They took all the pressure. They absorbed the pressure from Central. Still time, a lot of time left in this game, Tony Lee.
Yeah, so Central FC, they've got to dig deep. This is Masters football. That means 40 years and over.
Yeah, this is 40 years. Because he mentioned that in the 40-year category, obviously has the most teams.
Yeah, because most persons may have played for TNT
Yes,
or played at
yes,
colleges level,
yeah.
and they still want to be active, no longer, well, I won't say eligible, but no longer to be considered for national duties, so that football fans and football players still want to be able to play.
Once you have that football bug in your boot,
you still want to play.
A lot of them, it's not easy. It's not easy for them to turn out to play against men in the 40s. Eh? You want to be playing in men in your age category. That's the category you want to be playing in. So I think that's the only difference. We're watching the action here. This is a chance for Central FC. They're looking to pull one back here. Can they do that? Oh, again, the shot comes in. In the end, the defense pretty strong and standing tall. Cupid trying to get the shot in. Went wide. It's Central FC 0. The defense force Masters 2. Leading by 2 goals to 0 here at the Edinburgh 500 in the E500 Legacies Masters tournament, which is taking place out here. And as Tony Lee mentioned, he just came in and he saw a number of cars, a number of persons, and there's food on sale. There are 14, we were told there are 14 food booths. Hinkson Boys was going around trying to see if he could see what the food was. He didn't get Tony, he never came back to me and told me what he sampled.
It's very busy out there. It's food.
Yes.
Saturday night and food.
Yeah. But I'm saying that Hinkson didn't tell me what food he sampled.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
I got you.
He just sampled it. I've at Edinburgh Ice was live on the road as we watch Cupid lay the ball off with the outside of it right foot. Here comes Central FC again. Ball pushed inside, but again the defense force goalkeeper holds onto the ball well. The defense force goalkeeper, and he wasn't tested much, but he was able to hold on to it well and just push it away. We're just waiting for the end of this half to wrap it up here with some parting words certainly for what has been an entertaining night here for us at I-95.5 FM. We've heard a lot and we've seen a lot too as well.
Not a good tackle. That is terrible.
Bad tackle there. He goes down.
That should be a red card.
A red card. Tony Lee demands a red card.
He's got to come off for that.
The referee has a look. He's looking across to see what happened.
Referee doesn't respond, but that his right foot was on the man's chest, Andre.
That's Marvin Lee.
That's a red card.
Yeah, Marvin Lee
should be off.
So Marvin Lee, he looked like he didn't say. Continue to check him.
Yeah, that was a terrible tackle.
I think he was taking it too serious, maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
still hasn't gotten up.
At this level, Andre, there's a pinch of fet match-ism in it, you know, if I can say it that way, because you couldn't be playing to qualify for anything. So.
Yeah, it's a rough tackle.
Terrible tackle.
They'll need to try to attend to him. I think to get some people on the field to attend to him, that should happen. If that happens, that will be good. If they could get somebody to attend to them. See if he's all right. Gets up.
Should come off too.
Yeah, he might just come off.
Yeah, that was a terrible.
It was a bad tackle, certainly. In terms of
not at this level. You don't want to be causing any injury to anyone, Andrew.
Yeah, certainly. I think that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
So again, you're live on I-95.5 FM. We're coming to the end of our broadcast. We're just waiting to wrap it up at the end of this first half-time period. Hinkson Boyce and Tony Lee with myself, and we brought a lot for you people. You got to hear from the two ministers, the Minister of Housing, the Honourable Devon Johnson.
That's almost close to the. Well, anyway.
But given the lights, it might be good. You can try it on the lights. No, they laid off instead. Yeah. And that didn't come to anything. That idea, in the end, didn't come to much. Tried to lay the ball off there. Kern Cupid, I can recognize him very easily.
Yep.
Flips his ball. They quickly take the throw. They time it running out in terms of the end of the first half and coming to the end of our broadcast tour as well on I-95.5 FM. Shot was Belfast. Belfast trying to lay the ball off there. Out to Alexander Wayne, number 6. Alexander tries to then play the ball back to Douglas, 19. Douglas plays the ball back to Alexander.
Offside. Should be.
Masters 0. Central Masters 0 here. Live action on I-95.5 FM and the E500 television station on YouTube. So the defense force building from the back here. Play the ball out. Central also coming in a little bit tough here, Tony Lee.
Yeah, they have to step up the game. 2 goals behind, and I think they just got about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Should see the end of the first half.
The defense force. And what's good to to watch these youngsters. There are a lot of young people here, Tony Lee.
I'm telling you, where we are, I mean, we are not seeing the number of persons, parents, fathers, mothers, and lots of children.
But lots of children here running about and exercising. Here comes the defense force trying to come on the counter. That was Central FC. Ooh! Play the ball away from Devon Jocelyn. You know, I'm not a favorite of goalkeepers who play the ball so close to the attacker to play with their boots. I think if you're not good at it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it just because everybody is doing it, and I think that's the biggest problem. Everybody trying to see what. Here comes the defense force, looking for a third. He's past 3 men. Couldn't get past the fourth. They were looking at dangerous, the defense force. I can see why they're the champions, Tony Lee. They're going to be a hard team to play against for all the opposition, all the opponents watching this. But here comes Central FC now. Ball played towards Alexander. Plays the ball through the middle. Trying to find Douglas. Wouldn't find him though. So they're playing the ball wrong. Plays a nice through ball. Knocking the ball. He's under no pressure right now. Wheeler is the defense force goalkeeper. Wheeler. So defense force in possession. Again, taking their time. Knocking the ball and not going very far, but content. So let's wait for the opening. They want to. I think they're trying to force Central into a mistake where they can get an opening. So far, Central haven't bought the bait. Instead, they recover and hold possession of the ball. Central FC. Central FC looking for that one goal to pull them back just before the end of the first half, which would be a vital goal in terms of the positioning of number. More and more persons coming in. Kingston Boris, more and more persons coming in. But they have Central FC with a throw in. And another terrible throw, Tony Lee.
Goes out for a kick to the.
I haven't seen a throw like that in a long time. A throw went completely out of play. He threw the ball out of play. Wow. That's a hell of a throw, as they say. Game remains. The defense force, the defending Masters champion, leading by 2-0 here at. Just couldn't find who he wanted to find. So back with the goalkeeper, taking his time. Just throwing this ball out. Wheeler for the defense force. Again, all the pressure, Tony Lee, is at the defense force, and they're just absorbing pressure. Central, that's all they're doing.
Central trying to make that break.
Yeah. They just absorbing all of the pressure. And
a very solid defense line.
Yeah, the defense line holding up. The defense line holding up.
Is that the end of the first?
No, the referee wants the. What does he want? The ball was moving when the free kick was taken. All right, so he wants the ball cannot be. The ball must be stationary for a free kick. So there was a moving ball. So he's still not really cleared away, but now it's hit high into the air. The game continues here, but still the score remains. The defense force leading by 2-0. Defense force leading by 2-0. Let's see. Knocked the ball all the way back to didn't go to Wheeler. Spreads this ball out. But that was going to be it. But it's been a long 35 minutes, I must say.
Yeah.
Tony Lee?
I wonder if they're going straight 35.
Nah, yes, they have to go straight 35.
No,
35, then 35. They must take a break.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that's.
It does appear to be close to 35 now. So we're waiting to see what happens here. This is live action here on 995.5 FM. Still, the score remains 2-0 in favor of the defense force. The goalkeeper Wheeler comes and collects.
Against Central?
Yeah, against Central. Quickly taken free kick by the defense force. Leaded by 2-0 here. We're into what we call the last minutes of this very long first half. Scheduled for 35 minutes on paper. But apparently going a little bit longer. Apparently going a little bit longer.
I like that. On paper.
On paper, Shotman. If Shotman was timing it, that's the longest, one of the longest 35 minutes I've seen in a long time here. We don't have, I didn't time it from the start, so it has been like that here. The game continues here on 995.5 FM. The defense force in search of that third goal here. How can they find that goal? This is Jocelyn. Jocelyn said he was being pushed, and he comes back in himself. He got some size on him, Jocelyn, of course, now.
Yeah.
He said he was being pushed. He in the end, he managed to just turn this ball away here. So the score remains what it is here.
Is this referee from Honduras? Or?
I don't know. I'm not sure where the referee is from, because you got to ask yourself what is going on, because it's definitely another chance. It's another chance for the defense force. Let's go. Well, in the end, they managed to clear themselves out of that one, Central FC, because it was certainly danger there, Tony Lee.
Yep.
Real danger. A lot of concern and danger. You just sense.
That's it.
All right.
Finally,
we've got the end here, and as we come into the end, from some final words from you, Tony Lee.
Well, I think it's been a nice evening. I came in late. Like a food festival going on this side, and of course we've got Masters football going on this side. So it's a nice, cool atmosphere. Lots of people. I think we could project maybe a couple thousand folks here this Saturday evening collectively. So a nice Saturday evening here in Edinburgh, Chaguanas. First time for us covering Masters football.
I want to hear from Ken Roy. All right, so Ken Roy wants us to stand up. All right, so you're going to get a chance to talk with.
Come on,
All right, so your thoughts again. Welcome. Your thoughts on how it has gone so far. This opening day.
Well, I mean, I'm totally impressed. Well, I really shouldn't be, because I came last year. Last year was equally impressive, and I mean, I think we wanted to do a community television channel and cover everything that takes place in Edinburgh 500, promote Edinburgh 500, especially given the stigma that Edinburgh 500 has. We want to promote the positivity. We want to let people know what Edinburgh 500 has to offer. So that was the idea behind the
and
Edinburgh 500.
How is it in terms of the reception from the people of the area? How has it been looking forward to this? I know Ken Roy had some long hours, spending a long hours here. How has it been from the people's perspective, the people of this area?
Yeah, well, he still has the long hours, but I mean, yeah, so far it has been pretty receptive in terms of the persons. They subscribe to the channels, they share our programs. I mean, we would like a little bit more, if it is we can get more subscribers and stuff. We've been here about, we've had the channel for about a year.
So it's E500. How do people get access to it? Tell us again what channel it is.
Right, so you can access all our videos and even like our live today at our YouTube channel, E500 Television or Edinburgh 500 Television, and then we also have our Facebook and Instagram page.
What is the ultimate goal of E500 Television? What is the ultimate goal?
We want it to be basically a nationwide known television channel, as in our community television channel. I believe we are the first community television channel. So other than covering the events that are taking place here, we also pull together and having fun, and as I said, getting to know what Edinburgh 500 is about.
And before you go, a lot of your family members also involved besides Ken Roy. Tell us about that.
Right, well, so far it's just the three of us, myself, Ken Roy, and our son Stefan. But of course, we plan, which is one of the reasons why we want to get sponsorships and stuff, because we want to plan to hire persons from within the area, hire youths from in the area, get them involved in media, give them the training and stuff, so that they could also have the skills and the knowledge. And we empower the youth so that they will have something to fall back on. So that is the plan eventually, to have jobs available for the persons within the area.
All right, I want to thank you very much. Yeah, and of course I always say you need a gold medal. All right, but anyway, I always say you need a gold medal. But nevertheless, much thanks to everyone. Much thanks to all of those involved. Ken Roy Ambassador right behind me. Non-stop football action here at Edinburgh 500. On behalf of Tony Lee and of course the hard-working Hinkson Boris, let me say good night. Back to the studio.